In the dream, I could see the sea and many people gathered. Suddenly, a threatening thunderstorm was heard. People saw a most powerful lightning in the sky. All were looking over the sky and saying to themselves, "Something is happening in the sky." All of a sudden, a crack formed in the sky, like it was splitting into half. Then, a beautiful golden chariot came from the sky, but the chariot was empty. People started hearing Vedam being chanted in the sky, but no one was there. When everything was calm, at that moment, a light-like flash came into the golden chariot and turned into Swami. He was wearing a yellow robe and his face was glowing, shining bright like the sun. People looking at the sun saying, "Ah, Baba, 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 you are the one who was with us these many days. We missed you, Lord. Oh God, we didn't know you are God." I am sitting on the ground in a divine temple. Other devotees are also there, when suddenly Sai Baba appears sitting on his heavenly throne near me. I get up immediately and give my greetings to my beloved Lord by offering him all my love. He looks at me tenderly and asks me, "Have you finished your spiritual ritual, Mary?" I say yes to him. Then beloved Baba gets up saying this to all the devotees present. I withdrew from the ashram and the earth to observe and test my devotees. I wanted to see what they could accomplish when I was not physically present and if they integrated my teachings well. Now the time has come for me to return to earth. It was early hours. I was walking alone in Prashanti Nilayam towards Kalpavriksham and was speaking to Swami heart to heart, asking him, "Swami, when will you come?" Suddenly, to my amazement, Swami appeared along with a small, divine, radiant boy. He then asked me to follow him. Swami took me into his room where I saw a huge TV screen. Without a remote and with just a wave of his hand, Swami switched it on. We started seeing several people from around the globe. Some of them are known and familiar to me. Swami said, "This is the present problem happening with all those who are not being with truthful discrimination. They are being possessed by evil satanic spirits, making them slaves to the 6 vices and the ego. Always be self-observant and truthful. Judgment is from now, anytime." I pleaded with Swami to come soon to save all. Then Swami said, "No more in the dreams. Now all will see me while saving the pure." In the dream, the sun was about to set. The sky started turning red. This red color now began to grow deep into various shades. To my astonishment, Swami appeared in the sky. In the next moment, he stood next to me. The moment he held my hand, my vision got adjusted and cleared, and then I could see 2 suns in the sky. I was shocked in disbelief and screamed, "Swami, I am now seeing 2 suns in the sky. Is this true?" As I did not get a reply from Swami, now breaking the absolute silence, I once again shook Swami's hand and asked him, "Swami, is it true?" Swami was intensely gazing at the sky. Then slowly turning towards me, he said yes. He continued, "People were given more time and many chances. Now it's time for the final change. It's the judgment time." I opened my eyes widely with a little fear and shock, asked, "Is this the sign, Swami, for the beginning of the end of the world?" He said firmly, "Yes. It's the time for the final warning. By the will of the divine, all the pure shall be saved. Don't worry." In the dream, I heard somebody ringing the doorbell continuously. I quickly rushed to the main door and opened it. I saw a man in white robes holding a white umbrella. I could see that he was holding some rolled up charts in his hand. My brother and I shouted with excitement, as it was none other than our beloved Swami. Now Swami spread the charts on a table on which I saw a title, New Earth Shambhala, written. Looking at us, he said, "You are all at the crossroads and the time is almost up. Soon, all the pure are going to reach Shambhala of the new earth." Then he showed us 3 charts. The first chart, it showed a new earth, which looked similar to the present earth, but was not the same, as it was brilliantly resplendent in a golden whitish light. The second chart, we saw the new world map of the new earth. The third chart, we saw the map of the heavenly city Shambhala. There, we could locate the divine abode on a hill, around which various constructions were shown with specific names, including an ancient temple marked on the map as Sanatana Mandir. Swami told us, New Earth Shambhala is fully dressed up and completely ready to receive all the pure from this old earth. It was dark outside, either early hours or late night. I was running atop the terrace of an apartment, and there were many people who were running along with me. Suddenly, I stopped as something within asked me to look up. I looked skywards and stopped wherever I was. What did I see? Behold, I saw huge stars, 3 or 4 of them clashing and merging and falling apart with each other. As I kept watching, a huge cross symbol resulted from the combination of the lights of the constellations. The Holy Cross it was. It occupied 1/4 of the dark sky and was illuminated with its own light, sparkling white. I again looked up at the sky, and now I heard a voice or an oracle. World would now witness the third secret of Fatima. I started shouting with joy and said to myself, the cross has appeared, the secret will be revealed. And then I danced in joy and noticed a procession on the street below. All the people were busy looking upwards from the roof, while something pushed me to look down. And whom do I see? Our beloved Swami, clad in white, looking so content and smiling as young as when he was 50 years old. In the dream, we were in the interview room. Then very emphatically, Swami told me that we are about to witness an exceptional moment in the history of mankind. It will be very soon, and that his power and glory will manifest in ways we had never seen or even imagined. That time is drawing close. Swami told me, my devotees should awaken from the dream. I am not the body or one form of God or the other, but all the names and all forms. How can that eternal and immeasurable God be limited to one shape? How can it be said that I attain a state of bliss or that I am in Samadhi or Mahasamadhi, when I as God am always in bliss and in fact I am bliss myself? If I am what you have always been looking for, I am the source itself of all happiness and bliss. O devotees, wake up, wake up, wake up. The time for which great sages and siddhas have been waiting for eons is fast approaching. Realize who I am, my reality of that omnipresence, that greatness and majesty, and prepare yourself for an extraordinary event that is about to unfold, in which I will return in ways that you can never imagine. Trust me, have complete faith and surrender. Very soon, all will realize my glory and greatness. Now you go around the world and spread my message. Tell all to be prepared. This is a great time and a great opportunity. Something extraordinary in the history of mankind is about to happen. The NBC station was running promos for a 60 minutes type show to air on Tuesday night all about Sai Baba. The headline was, Sai Baba, has he returned? There were still pictures of him in the promo, and you could see him on stage in front of people in several of them. These weren't just still pictures, as when I looked at them, he was alive in them and looking back. I was in a large gathering of people in a church basement. Sai Baba walked in from the back and up the right-hand aisle. Many people were stunned to see him and didn't know what to do. He was invited up on stage and gave a short talk. He then walked amongst the people, giving darshan. At one point, he walked over and stood right in front of me. I asked, how is this body different than your previous one? He replied, this body is made from adamantine particles. It is much harder to protect. Several of us began to wonder if we should organize a protection detail for his future appearances. Someone said, only if he asks us or wants us to. Otherwise, don't worry about it. He is in charge of everything. A policeman then showed up, quite bewildered. He was trying to take people's statements about what had just occurred. We told him that many people had digital cameras and took a lot of photos as evidence. I had a very beautiful dream of Swami. It was night. The sky was full of stars, and there was a celestial body moving at a fast rate, observable by earthlings. It was understood that this body will merely move very close, but will not collide with any planet. The whole world was stargazing. The moving body ended up colliding with the planet. The people were stunned, but the most miraculous thing was yet to occur. All the stars in the sky started moving around and forming some kind of a design and vanished. The whole sky showed the face, now familiar to only a few million people, a man with halo hair and orange robe. Yes, Sathya Sai Baba took up the entire sky. Swami looked upon the earthlings with a compassionate look. From then on, it was Swami, Swami everywhere. Swami directed people to be loving towards each other and guided them on many things. Swami suddenly appeared, woke me up from sleep, and powerfully declared, "The earth is going to witness a huge event, so be careful." Saying thus, he disappeared. In the next instance, in my room, Swami suddenly reappeared and quickly rushed me to a huge window. I held Swami's hand tightly and started shouting to him, "Swami, what is happening? How come the sky is changing colors?" Swami intensely stared at me. After that, I observed that the colors of the sky changed and the colors amalgamated to look like a huge peacock feather in which Mother Kali appeared. I was shell-shocked and unable to believe what I saw. Swami whispered in my ear very firmly, "It has started." My mother rushed into the room to see why I was shouting. Then both of us witnessed Sri Mahakali transform into Goddess Gayatri Ma. Then golden light dawned on a bright fine day, which was filled with a festive celebration, and all were celebrating the return of our beloved Swami. In Parthi, I saw Swami in a bright golden yellow dress. He waved his hand to the entire ocean of humanity who had thronged to see him. In the dream, I was resting on Swami's back as he was rocking in a rocking chair. I then asked him, "Why should such events take place in your divine abode?" I wept profusely and asked Swami, "What is this all about?" Then he looked intensely at me and smiled very lovingly and said, "Look at my Leela," where he showed me a scene in which Swami returned to Parthi, and his abode was guarded by military personnel. He looked very young and brilliantly graceful. The news of Swami's return was flashing on millions of television screens all through the world. I also saw the main cover page of a newspaper, in which a full page-size photo of Swami with a beard was printed, with the captions that, "Puttaparthi Baba returned." I also witnessed an ocean of people flocking towards Parthi. I saw Swami in a gigantic form reaching beyond the skies. I literally saw Swami's body transforming into a younger-looking radiant body, emanating light from every nerve and cell. I saw hordes of people rushing towards the top of the hill from below to reach and have Swami's darshan. As soon as Swami waved his hand as a gesture to start with, a man who looked Japanese stood up and asked Swami, "Are you the same Sathya Sai Baba who left the body in the year 2011? How can you prove it, that you are the same, as you are looking very young now?" For that, Swami answered, "God is beyond time, space, and causation. God is all knowledge, all power, all pervading. I, being God, can do anything to uplift the humanity and to restore the righteousness. I can disappear and reappear as many times as I want, at my will, in whichever the form I want, as what I will shall happen." The whole auditorium echoed with applause and amazement. In the dream, I said, "Swami, I missed you so much. I thought that I wouldn't live up to Prema Sai avatar." Then I touched him to clear my doubt and asked, "Am I really seeing you, Swami, or is it my imagination? Will you be coming in the same form to earth or as Prema Sai?" Then Swami took some of the sweet dish and spoke to me very endearingly. "I have to be in this form till I complete my mission of bringing heaven to earth. Maya mind cannot understand my mastermind. This avatar's magnanimity is na bhuto na bhavishyati. There is no scope for speculation against Bhagwan's proclamation. When my physical form can raise your energies so much and give you heights of happiness, why cannot the very truth which I represent give you inspiration to pick up the truth once and for all? You all need to realize the truth that you and me are one. Choose the superconsciousness state of mind, not Maya consciousness. Know that being God is enlightenment, and becoming God is ignorance."